Junkin' Pool over here in Porterville. Oh, wow. We missed that piece of copper right there. Just took some copper. And so there's the electrical mask or whatever they call them. There's some wire we stripped down with a wire stripper. And mask like we got there in the house. We get them from the electrician every now and then. So we got a trail through here. And this is all garbage. I didn't take any dirty wire in. And it's raining over here. That van actually looks pretty good once it gets the dust washed off it. And get her done on the power washer. So I bought this from that same place I bought the van. And the guy said it worked. Well, it might have at one point, but it don't work. Come out yesterday, started to jack it up. I should have checked it. But I'm going to get some hydraulic fluid, some jack oil today, and see, it should be able to bleed that one out. And I'm going to try to bleed my other one out to quit working on me. So there's a lake here, another Lake Porterville. I gotta make me something slippery to stand on. Let's cast aluminum. It's a nice chunk there. I want to get my shoes wet. Looks like my pants are already wet. Plus it has a filtering system. That crushed asphalt holds the water. I'm just going to jump in here out of the rain. I don't have my key out here, but so this thing has got this noise, and first thing I'll do the what did it weigh, what did it pay. Let's see how much we actually had. So this is just some copper I stripped down yesterday, and Bear Bright I had 9 pounds. This come out of the mask and a little bit of copper we had around, not too much, but Bear Bright we got 330 for $29.70. Number one we got 320, 19 pounds for $60.80. And number two we had 17 pounds at $3.10 a pound for $57.70. And I actually stripped down a couple pieces of wire, aluminum wire, pretty thick. I just thought I had it there to strip it down and get rid of it. So I took that in, 6 pounds, 45 cents a pound for $2.70. And I did find a ballast in here. They weigh about, well, that one weighed 3 pounds. I got 12 cents. Now the other day when I took in 400 and some pounds, I got 15 cents a pound on them. But that's kind of the way it goes. If you bring in more, a lot of times they treat you better, but it was no big issue. So it was a total of $146.26. And we got to check and weigh, got bills to pay always, so not too many bills. We keep it within reason, but sometimes it's nice to pay the light bill or the taxes or something. So that wasn't too bad. It took me probably, I'm saying maybe about hour and a half, because I did it in, I cut them things in half with a cutoff saw. Then I actually got my wire stripper out there and all set up, and it wasn't stripping in a snap ring. I'm like, where'd that come from? I ended up tearing it apart, and the snap ring was actually busted. It had a rust spot one, so it wasn't much holding it. But anyway, I got that thing going and stripped that down last night. I was gonna do a video before I took it in. I had like 3 pails. They weren't real full, but I had it all separated. In yard also appreciates it when you separate it, make it easy for them too. With my finger, but they that was a pretty good price. I think it was up just a little higher, but this is good. I remember copper being 30 cents a pound. That was a few years ago. Now that thing's probably doing some rattling right there too. That heat shield But I got the exhaust off this, or part of the manifold, loose. It isn't off yet. And this is actually either cracked or a blowed gasket or something. What we did is I started up and I had Debbie hold 3 or 4 grease rags over the exhaust pipe and try to stop the air from coming. I put my hand down here and I could feel all kinds of, the engine was running. I could feel all kinds of air coming down by the donut, but I think it's actually up a little higher than the donut. So this is actually making a lot of noise. That really looks oily there. You're taking where you're not having the camera, it don't look too bad. So, but I'm gonna take this off here today. In fact, in a little bit here, I'm gonna go get some lubricant for the. I'm gonna try some other stuff. I use a little bit of everything, but I can't think of the stuff I'm gonna grab now. Corel, I guess it is. I'm gonna get some of that to see if I can get that donut off. And these Dodges are common. I figured out, I believe this is a 360. And I was watching some videos, and a lot of them, it was exhaust making the same noise as this, and it was on the passenger side. And sometimes they're cracked. I didn't feel massive air coming out of there, so I expect maybe just a hairline crack in that. And I got all the bolts out without breaking any. They come loose pretty easy. And I've actually got the old stripped out, whatever you call it, motor home out back that should have the same manifold on it. So I'm going to get that. I'm going to get gaskets for this. I'll probably eventually put it on the other side. I'll put this one on, see how it sounds. And I'm also getting, I got a list of stuff I'm getting. I'm getting an oil pressure gauge. Because this has got the idiot light or whatever they call it in here. And I'm sure that works, but I prefer the oil pressure. You just take that sending unit out right there. And figure out where you're going to mount it. Which actually I think right there would be a nice spot to mount it. I don't know though. I might just mount it under here so I don't have to cut a hole in the dash. Try to keep it original in case someday I decide to sell it. Some people want them original. But figure out where I'm going to mount it at, where I can see it from the seat. I'm hoping that quiets it right down. I'm pretty confident it will. And I checked the oil. It was full of oil. There's no shavings on the dipstick or nothing. I am going to change it, but I'm going to see if I can get that exhaust noise out of there. Anyway, that's what it weighed and that's what it paid. So I was saying before, I'm not really going to try to get crazy taking in big loads. I'm just going to try to beat $100 mark, or right around $100. If I take in 80 once in a while, that's $80 worth of junk I don't have laying around, and that's $80 worth of stuff I'm not tripping over. So yeah, this ought to be a fun project. I'm gonna, oh, I know what else I'm getting, some hydraulic jack oil, because I got to see if I can get this jack that I thought was going to working. Jack this up, put the spare on it, and get it jacked up high enough where I can get under there to. Gotta wait for some of this to dry up. It may be not so bad on the other side. Yeah, there's one thing I don't like is having wet feet all day. I got a few things I gotta get done, so I'm gonna have to pile more stuff there. Let's see if it feels better today. I doubt it. It's got air in it. And that is tight. This jack is heavy too. The guy said there was 2 jacks. Either they both worked, and the other one was in another building over there. So this one looked nice and clean. This one's doing about the same thing, but this one's been tipped over and left upside down. I've had this for years. I bought that from Harbor Freight. I probably should be able to bleed this one out too. I run over the handle. I had to make up a handle. I busted it in half and I had to weld another one together. I had it buried in the snow out here and caught it with a snow blade. Whoops. I'm going to see if I can get that one going too, because it would be kind of convenient to have two of them that work. Yeah, that wire, I guess I did a video over it laying here. This cord is unplugged. We unplugged this when it's raining. So this will go to the garbage this week. Well, we got that other, also had that greasy thing we cut off that fryer from the restaurant on there. That was in that load of copper too, and two big thick cords. That's what's left. I had to cut it with a cutoff wheel. This stuff here, I tried running through my wire stripper and it will not work. I tried tightening it and it's just so rubbery, it just won't cut it. I gotta probably use a razor knife to do that roll there. And I'm seeing more copper. Nice little number 1 there. Piece I missed here. Debbie brought me quite a bit of it in this area. There's my Allen wrenches I could put back in my set. And there's another piece. I'm gonna write her up. That's my fault. I was over here gathering stuff up and she was over here, but yeah, we had to hurry up and get there because they close at noon for lunch and we got stuff to do this afternoon. So, well, thanks for stopping by Porterville. Go find a project. Don't get your yard looking like mine. Goodbye now.